This is the first of the day. Welcome to the Ultimate Live podcast by Mr. D. So, right, today we will talk about Colombia. Colombia, South American country, uh, has decided to cease diplomatic ties with Israel. You may want to know why, and that's perhaps the important bit here. You may want to know why Colombia has decided to do so. Well, with the Gaza war raging, Colombia, let's put there, Colombia news. Colombia to sever ties after month of panning Israel as genocidal. Yeah, that's from the Times. There is still some humanity left on this planet. There must be hope. We should have some hope. It's not all doom and gloom. Colombia to cut diplomatic ties with Israel over Gaza war, Petro says. This is all breaking news. This is from Al Jazeera. And then from CNN, Colombia to break diplomatic ties with Israel over action in Gaza. You see how it's framed? It's framed in a way that it doesn't show the evil. It doesn't show you the evil. It just says over action. What action? What action in Gaza? Describe the actions. So the Guardian says Colombia president says government will sever Israel ties over Gaza genocide. Now, the Guardian here gets close to what it is. Those actions, this genocide, right? Colombia to break diplomatic relation with Israel, President Petro says. So you can clearly see here which news outlet, which news uh, corporation or whatever gets to the facts and state the facts as they are, calling a cat, a dog. So here you have some just saying, well, Colombia is not happy with Israel. Why? But tell the world why Colombia is not happy with Israel. And others to explicitly say it's because of the genocide. So the time of Israel says Colombia to sever ties after month of panning Israel as genocidal. Israel as genocidal. That's a bit strange. Does that mean Israel want to kill himself? Let's read this one. I find it an interesting one. Colombia President Gustavo Petro said Wednesday his country will cut diplomatic ties with Israel, describing the country's leader as genocidal over the war against Hamas terror group in Gaza. Tomorrow, diplomatic relations with the state of Israel will be severed for having a genocidal president. Petro told a May Day rally in Bogota it was unclear if he had meant to refer to President Isaac Herzog, who serves in a largely symbolic role, or to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has directed the war effort in Jerusalem, Foreign Minister uh, Israel gets fired back that the leftist leader was anti Semitic and full of hatred. You see, this is the thing with Israel, right? This is what we are made to believe in. Say, like, if you criticize Israel, you must be anti Semitic. I mean, this word anti Semitic has about 1,000 definition. 1,000. 1,000 definition. Initially, what was it? We'll get to that. History will remember that Gustavo Petro decided to stand alongside the most vile monster that history has ever known, who burned babies, murdered children, raped women, kidnapped innocent civilians. Katz wrote on X. Well, these accusations are also made against some Israel battalion that America found to be in breaching human rights and abusing Palestinian civilians. The same accusation, raping, killing, and all this, is still continue. I mean, the bombing of Gaza leads to this. We've seen videos there where this accusation made here. This is procrastination. This is like someone telling you what they're doing, but pretending that you're the one doing it. So the relation between Colombia and Israel were always warm. Cats continue, and no anti-Semitic president full of hatred will change that. So this is Israel. It's like whenever you accuse Israel of doing something, they just throw. It's like if you accuse a black man of doing something, think about this. You accuse a black man of shoplifting. Oh, yeah, because you're racist. Because you're racist. Even the white people also steal in shops. You're a racist bastard. You're a racist guy. You yeah, you're an extremist. You're racist. You don't like black people. No, let's get to the facts. Get to the fact. What is the matter here? The matter on hand is that you have stolen from a shop. That's the matter on hand. So let's get to the fact before we start flying everywhere. So here's the thing here, accusing you of killing innocent people. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're anti Semitic. You don't like Jew people. Well, so to like Jewish people, you have to uh, play the blind, uh, act as if you were blind to the atrocities that are right in front of us in our face. Like, say, this did not happen. You have to do that. So Petro has repeatedly lambasted Israel action in Gaza, refusing to condemn Hamas October 7 onslaught, in which some 1,200 people were murdered. Actually, it's not 1,200 people that were murdered on October 7. It's 1,100 something. Go and check. And this is the thing that happened with Israel. They will always kind of embellish, twist, and put a spin on the number, exaggerate. Those are the terms to describe what Israel is all about. I mean, when they are run by a Zionist group, you know, were murdered and 253 taken hostage, mostly civilian. Just 3 days after the massacre, he he likened top Israeli official to Nazi Germany. Just 3 days after the massacre, he likened top Israeli official to Nazi Germany. That's what they are. The move will spell an end to a 7-decade relationship that was historically one of Israel's closest in Latin America, underpinned for years by a robust arms sale to Bogota, making it one of the main providers of arms to Colombia's military. Israel halted security experts to Colombia after Petro accused Defense Minister Yoav Gallant of using language about Gazans that was similar to what Nazis the Nazis said of the Jew, which is completely true. That is fact. Shortly after October 7, he said, kill them all. Bogota then ordered Israel envoy to leave. Of course, why not? Why not? Inside Petro, Colombia first leftist president, has also asserted that democratic people cannot allow Nazism to re-establish itself in international politics. He had likened Israel to Nazi even before he was elected president just last year. In February, Petro said the death of dozens of Gazans in a scramble for food aid is called genocide and recalls the Holocaust. Completely true. Israel, the Israeli army had dismissed as baseless accusation of intentional harm during that incident. In March, Petro threatened to cut ties if Israel to cut off ties if Israel didn't comply with the UN Security Council resolution calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, drowning more rebuke from Jerusalem. Yeah. Colombia armed forces engaged in a decade-long conflict with leftist guerrilla, right-wing paramilitary, and drug cartels have long relied on Israeli-made weapon and aircraft. The country has a history of strong diplomatic and military relationship with Israel and the United States. It, it, it established ties with Israel in 1950. Petro had previously come out in support of Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, who also invoked the ire of Israel for saying its Gaza campaign isn't a war, it's a genocide. Colombia and Brazil supported South Africa's complaint against Israel to the International Court of Justice in The Hague, alleging the Gaza war amounted to a breach of the Genocide Convention. Fellow Latin American country Bolivia cut diplomatic relations with Israel on November 1st. Yeah, November 1st. And I'm saying this Bolivia was right 1,000%. November 1st, October 7th, that's 3 weeks. They saw it coming. They saw it coming. The Hamas run health ministry in Gaza has claimed that since the start of the war, 34,000, 35,000 people have been killed, mostly civilian. These figures cannot be independently verified. And according to Israel, yeah, let's read this. Include at least you have to include at least so we don't verify the figures given by Hamas. They're not true, but verify ours. Should we know how many we've killed? How do you know how many you've killed? If you do know how many combatants you've killed, why don't you know how many civilians have been killed? No, we can't say. We can't say how many civilians have been killed, but we do know how many combatants have been killed. It says it includes 13,000 Hamas fighters. Another estimated 1,000 terrorists were killed in Israel during the October 7 onslaught. And that's the end of the article, right? As with Venezuela, he will run Colombia economy into the ground. There you go. That's in his comments here. When his bio is written, he will be remembered as the person who sold Colombia independence to China and supported Iran, Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis. Show more comments. You will see so many. It is much more a pro-Palestinian political bias without exception and impartiality than really indignation at what is happening in Gaza. Probably if Hamas could achieve its genocidal objective against Israel, Pedro indignation will not be the same. Yeah, you can see how people spin it around. They spin it around. Oh, we don't want to genocide. We don't want to kill all the Palestinians, but we're killing them anyway. Yeah, all the comments without surprise are all pro genocidal in support. Yeah, yeah, all the commenting there. Read the Bible. Yeah, yeah. So you want to go and read the comments on that? It's just hilarious. I mean, like people saying everything that you would expect all the Zionist supporters to say. Yeah. So what does the word anti-Semitic means? Let's ask people. Anti-Semitic, right? Hostile to, hostile to or prejudiced against Jewish people. Hmm. Anti-Semitic remarks were posted on the site, right? And you got Merriam-Webster here that says anti-Semitic definition and meaning. The meaning of anti-Semitic is relating to or characterized by anti-Semitism, feeling or showing hostility towards. or discrimination against, I guess, Jew people. Guys, this is the thesis for the next video. My next video is anti-Semitic definition. See you in the next video, guys. Have a good day. Bye bye. Thank you for commenting, sharing, and liking the videos. The debate continues in the comment section below.